I'm Windel Bolinget, an Indigenous Igorot here in northern Philippines. I have been a political activist and currently the chairperson of the Cordillera People's Alliance. For several decades, my organization, the Cordillera People's Alliance, which is the organized expression of the Cordillera People's Movement and part of national and international organizations and networks, has been active in spearheading campaigns and the struggles against destructive corporate projects like large-scale mining, hydropower projects, logging projects, and plunder. The entry of corporate projects, including mining, the Canadian mining interest in the Cordillera is directly associated or directly linked with human rights violations and militarization of indigenous communities. Red tagging, political vilification, surveillance, threat harassments and intimidation leads to assassinations and extrajudicial killings, enforced disappearance and illegal arrest and detentions, and even filing trump-up charges with impunity under the tyrannical rule of President Duterte. Until now, the Cordillera People's Alliance and I myself as the chairperson have been attacked and continuously to be attacked, and it intensifies by the day. The cyber attacks against us, against me, in the form of posting, threatening, intimidating, cursing messages, posting our photographs, and posting fake news and lies. And they even included my family, my children, and one of them, my youngest, is a minor, just 15 years old. At this time of COVID-19 pandemic, where everyone, not just in the Philippines, but worldwide, are greatly affected. And especially indigenous peoples, who are one amongst the most affected by this pandemic, who have been historically marginalized and neglected by the government, especially in terms of basic social services such as health. Indigenous peoples really suffer the great impacts of this health crisis and COVID pandemic. The Philippine government should be reminded of its human rights obligations. The Philippine government, who have been parties who signed various human rights international humanitarian law, should adhere to these agreements. In doing so, it should withdraw. It should stop implementing all policies and laws that results in human rights violations, that results in the violation of our rights as indigenous peoples. For example, it should withdraw and scrap Executive Order 70. It should scrap this notorious Philippine Mining Act of 1995, which allows the total sellout and destruction and plunder of our indigenous communities and resources by big mining companies, especially foreign mining companies.
Tumurod, tumurod, tumurod tay ungong ayada kayo'y inada, yada kayo'y amada, ya Allah puday wada. Bumangon, bumangon, bumangon tay ungong ayada kayo'y inada, yada kayo'y amada, ya Allah puday wada. Lumaban, lumaban, lumaban tay ungong ayada kayo'y inada, yada kayo'y amada.